Hello everyone and welcome to Season 6 of All Out Pummeling. I'm JP, one of the coaches of the Tollington Torricats, and I'm joined by my co-hosts.
I'm Joe, coach of the Crewkern Croconaws.
And I'm PK, coach of the Luton Town Leafeons.
And boys, it's been round one.
It has been round one.
We're back.
Yes.
We're back.
Matches have been played.
Back in town. They come thick and fast. I'm recovered. I'm recovered from the Alisas.
Second part isn't even up yet.
Yeah, we're recording this before the second half of the Alisas has even gone up.
It's like it's nearly done at the time of recording.
Yeah,
it's like I'm gonna try and get it done tonight, but it might end up being like I finish it tomorrow morning and then upload it and it goes up in the evening. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's got some good stuff in it, so hopefully you'll
Be sure to watch it.
yeah. Also, we messed up on the Torricats grades because I think we gave it a B plus and then realised that actually it only scored 64%, which is a B. So So
we're corrupt
this.
now. If that's what you're saying, is we're a corrupt organisation.
We are a corrupt organisation. No, because I've adjusted it for part 2. So when we're talking about webs, it comes up on the screen as well, just very small.
By the way,
Yes, we are corrupt and bribes are welcome.
Exactly.
I can be bought.
But yeah, so season 6 has begun. It's been feisty, spicy first round.
Yeah, it's been good already. There's been a lot of good games.
Yeah. So. Long matches, though.
Some long matches, some good matches. We had the first Kabutops game of the season. And
very long 6, though.
Oh my word. That was a lot. How long did that take, IRL?
2 hours, like an
hour, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure 2 matches got played. It was either within it or... Well, I know, no, me and you, we were doing some practice matches for your game.
We did 2 full practice games, built 2 full teams, and then I did my full match against John, and then the match was still going on after we were finished.
And I think the games that we had were longer in turn
length than the match was for the actual official match. So
now I do get that it is 2
double duo coaches.
Yes. Those games always do go on longer, but it did have to be the Kabutops versus the team with Dom and Zori. That's going to be a long game, and it was. But hey, hopefully they do.
Gotta quicken that pace.
Quicken that pace. Well, actually, your game, the battle timer went on for a little bit, didn't it?
We tried the battle timer. I was like, because we've done the math before on how long the battle timer actually gives you, and any game that goes on for more than like 30 turns can start to get a bit dicey.
Yeah, so
even if you're being pretty quick with your decisions. So
between like 10 and 30 seconds between turns.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of our games are going that way. They are heading that way. Right?
Yeah. And so so John was all for the timer. He was like, yeah, I want the timer. And I was like, I'm not sure, it might be a bit rough. But we put it on. We got to turn 4 and John had already spent of his, I think it's 270 seconds you start off with.
Something like that, yeah.
He was down to 90 seconds by turn 4. And I was like, are you sure about this? And the thing was, it wasn't necessarily him not being able to keep up with the timer. It was that he was explaining everything that was going on to both Jenny and Tan at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's no way you've got time to make your play, explain your play, and potentially get feedback from them as to what they think about it. So it's like,
and also save time for your remaining turns for the rest of the game, which you're now fast running out of.
Yes, exactly. So even at one point, I turned it off because I was like, "This isn't going to be enough time." And then
he was like,
"No, it's fine. It was fine. It's going to be fine."
He put it back on himself. Yeah.
He turned it back on himself, and then I think like 3 or 4 turns later, he's like, "Yeah, no," and just turns it off. It gets down to about 20 seconds. Or something. He was like, "Yeah, that's no good." So no, we were only about a third of the way through the whole game actually. So yeah. It's still not the perfect solution to
I think my games still say pretty long in actual times, but that's just how the teams kind of ended up. Like it was bulky things versus bulky things, so it was like
you can have long games turn-wise, but they have to have their turns have to be played quickly.
Yeah,
which is
which is I think what happened with mine. Like, but it was just
you'd be surprised. Even like I think I'm a pretty quick player, but I think when you have the turn timer on and suddenly you're like, oh wait, hang on,
not that quick.
This doesn't quite give enough time, really.
I think it's all right if it's like one player, so one single coach versus a single coach. As soon as you add double coaches in the mix,
any multiple coaches,
gets a bit tricky to manage. Outside of League news, Pokemon DLC, was it the Iron Islands, that is now out. Which
the season's back.
The first half
came out the other day.
Oh, okay.
It's out, yes. I have bought it. I have not played it yet.
I've watched A-Drives and PokeMMD's like 80 hours stream for charity. So
Where did you get the time?
I mean, I haven't watched all of it. I would say I watched it, not all of it. So I've seen pretty much everything it has to offer.
I don't think I will be purchasing this or the next one.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Sword and Shield, but I just can't be bothered to play it.
I was like hype enough for new Pokemon, but then this is only adding 2-3 new Pokemon, like new Pokemon.
There's actually not at all many new Pokemon. There's more Gigantamax things and bringing back some old stuff and adding in quite a few moves, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of new wacky moves.
We've got 16 or 17 new moves, isn't it?
There's a poison type knockoff, a ground type Scald,
water type U-turn,
a fairy type explosion.
Yeah.
That was
and there's a couple others that shit.
There are a bunch of obviously there's gonna be hundreds of moves. Well, not hundreds, but dozens that are gonna be just
there's like a flying type move that's pretty much only useful on Scissor, I want to say. It's like because it's like 40 base power, but it hits 2 times, so he gets the technician boost and actually works out.
There was a multi-hit dragon move that hits 5 times, 2 to 5 times.
Yeah, I'm not sure how good that one is. Though.
Yeah, it depends if anybody skill linky gets it. Really, that's what it's same with all of them.
I don't think they do
have it at the moment.
No, out of the skill link mons, I don't think anything gets them. So,
may not be too hot to trot.
Oh, maybe the Regidrago will get something like that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. That'll be probably its unique move or something. So.
Maybe. But yeah, I think this DLC is more like just a small one, just adding some cool new stuff, and then the next one's going to be like a big story DLC. I think that adds like way more stuff.
Yeah. Or they're both pretty insignificant and are just cash grabs.
There have been some leaks and some data mine stuff that tends to lean in that direction. But again, you say it's a cash grab. It's it's true, but it's still cheaper than buying a whole new game, which is what they would have done with Platinum and Black 2 and whatever, and Ultra Sun and Moon, which is essentially the same game.
Then you're spending £60 to £70 on Pokemon if you bought it for full price.
But then,
would you not just buy this?
I don't know, the DS
Ruby and Emerald.
The DS games are only £35.
And I would argue they have as much content as Sword and Shield plus all of its DLCs in its base game.
I mean, Hard Gold, Soul Silver smashes it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I have Soul Silver, but I don't think I actually played it.
But anyway, we're here to do some games.
This Gen 8 box.
Yes.
We're not about
Gen 8. Slowly but surely, we're easing you into
even though I still want another season of Gen 7.
I could maybe
like Gen 7. Gen 8 doesn't interest me as much, to be honest.
I just want to know everything that's there and have enough things to pick from.
Yeah.
I'd like the new mons, but I also don't want to get rid of a lot of stuff. I don't like the new mechanics. Therefore,
Dynamaxing.
I don't want Dynamax. I don't want Gigantamax. Yeah, I don't care about that at all.
It's just I
like Mega Evolving.
It's not though.
Mega Evolving, which is coming to Pokemon Go.
It is, yes.
Oh shit! We haven't talked about the best thing.
We haven't talked about the best thing.
Coming back.
No, what are you on about?
Snap. Yes.
Clearly, the best thing announced was not Pokemon Snap. It was Pokemon Smile for teaching you to brush your teeth.
That was cute. Like, that's actually good, and that was pretty cute for young kids to help them brush their teeth. Like
Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap, though. Hell yeah.
Yeah. The best multiplayer game of all time.
Best competitive and multiplayer game of all time, Pokemon Snap is. For sure.
You send someone in, you get them to take some pictures, the next person has to go, you got to try and beat the score.
Got to beat the score, man. They just keep rolling through.
Bitch, I'm the best photographer. You don't know that.
I got the best Mew picture. Like,
you did actually get a very good Mew picture. Yeah. Oh, that was the best.
Everyone gets hundreds of good Mew pictures. Only one of them ever counts, and it's like a shit one. That's the problem.
Professor was like, "Oh, this is amazing! What a great photo!
I know you had my back."
Right then.
I'll put this right on the fridge.
I'll hang this one right over here
that no one can see. The back of the fridge.
Whoops! It's fallen in the bin.
A Charmander has somehow burned up this picture. Silly Charmander.
Good Charmander. Good Charmander.
Good boy.
Cool. Should we get into some games?
Yeah, probably.
Right. So the first game we're going to be covering today in our first episode of What Upon is going to be the Luton Town Leafeons, coached by PK, against the Limehouse Luxrays, coached by Tom, the numero uno podcaster of the league with the Calm Mind podcast.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Yeah. We're also going through Kanto and Johto groups, and it's me first. Ooh. Just like first in the draft, first in this. Yeah.
Kicking off the season in both ways.
Kicking off as it goes.
We are going to be covering Kanto and Johto group at your league. If you've watched them, they're going to be covering Hoenn and Sinnoh, and we might be swapping
swapping around and stuff.
Yeah, everyone gets to see a bit of everyone getting talked about by everyone. Cool. So, PK, how were you feeling going into this match?
So, going into it, I was pretty confident until I started actually doing the prep, and I was like, I mean, I can't bring Blissey here. Like, Blissy's no good here, and it's like, what am I doing against the Snorlax? Then I asked Joe to create a team, which actually it was the same team, except instead of Gligar, it had Espeon. It was a choice specs, like Espeon, that I thought was going to do pretty well. And then Scarf Landorus was an issue. And I was like, okay, well, I'll put Gligar instead, that I can 1v1 it, and that'd be fine. It'll work out better. And we only played 2 games, and I was like, yeah, it'll probably be fine. I'll work it out. He's got a lot of physical attackers. I've got a lot of physical defense. We'll make it work. And then, it turned out like I was confident that I could win, and I feel like there was definitely the opportunity during this match that I could, made better decisions. But I wasn't too scared about this team, obviously, because I just put everything in defense rather than speed. So it's like,
but then you got to think he has done that as well.
Yes.
So
yes. Well, okay. I say I put everything in speed. There were 2 Mons here that had enough speed, so that was Infernape and Raichu on this team had enough speed to outspeed non-choice Scarf Landorus, because obviously they're the 2 things that are most likely going to take an Earthquake that I don't want to.
It's interesting he's brought the girder to the first game.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that.
But I guess it's good. Bought 2 tier 5s and a tier 4 with him, so
that is true.
Yeah, PK's bringing the low tier points in.
So everyone,
I always do.
Everyone digging down in the tier 5s to try and find counters.
Well, that's the thing, because like a lot of his up tiers are physical, so I was like, I kind of expected Xatu, and then it's like, but then he brought the girder, which I was more expecting like a Vikavolt or to be brought actually. Or maybe Bronzong. So the girder was a surprise. And
were you worried at all about the Mega Ordino?
No. Not at all. I didn't really know what it was gonna do, but whatever it was gonna do, I was like, I don't care. It's not really a threat. Like, it was just an annoyance.
It's gonna be a sponge.
Yes, it's gonna be annoying.
Big old
and then
sponge.
I could set up on it, and I can do whatever. So it'll be fine. But then it ended up taking not as much damage as I would like. I very quickly realised this is full HP, full defense, Mega Ordino. I was like, And
aside from the Raichu, I guess you're full physical offense, unless Infernape was
pretty much. No, so this Infernape was Choice Band, full physical.
Ah, okay.
So it's the only other special move I had on Quagsire I had Sculpt, but I ended up not really using it a lot anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, should we hop into the match, see how it went down?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So let's go in 3, 2, 1. Go. Infernape comes out versus Landorus.
Yes. And then at turn 2, I'm going to pause.
Okay.
So.
All right. It's just use Earthquake. I'll stop it over there.
Yeah. So first turn, it's Lando versus Infernape. I switch out, just seeing what he's going to do. Him staying in and using Earthquake instantly tells me that he is Choice Scarfed. So I know 100% that this Landorus is Choice Scarfed from turn 1. Like, wrote it down, do everything.
Good information gathering.
Should we?
And I got in.
Reset.
Sorry,
just go from the start.
I paused at the Landorus has just used Earthquake.
Okay.
So if you just progress it to that point, then pause.
Yeah.
And
and then
good to go.
and then obviously I bring Gligar in because it's flying type, and it is going to 1v1. Or I say 1v1. It's not going to die to this Landorus, based on my opinion.
Yes, and if if it's choice, then it can't switch to anything that's like a
exactly.
It's
stuck in doing that, and I could have rocked up on this Gligar because it has it, but then obviously I'm wary of the Xatu, so that kind of changes my thinking throughout.
Because that's Magic Bounce.
Because it's got Magic Bounce, yes.
Okay.
Right.
You say here in the chat you forgot the Infernape nickname. Is that a lie?
Yes.
Or
no,
do you
that
actually
is true.
have... Okay.
Yeah,
what should it have
what
been
happened? I mean, it's actually it's got 2 different nicknames on it. One that's going to be used for the rest of the season, for every game of the season, and then one that's going to be used against you.
Against me?
So yes, if I bring it, it'll be used against you.
Enough.
So obviously, not got anywhere near prepping for you yet, because you're the next match on that. You're way in the future. So yeah.
Right, should we resume?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Right, so he switches out into how? Okay, so good job you didn't click the start box there.
Figured he might. So you turn out.
Yeah, that's nice.
Is the safest play.
Yeah.
Now right here, you get off a huge bit of momentum.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I can Shell Smash up for absolutely free on this thing.
Yep.
I was thinking this is gonna be bad.
I might have been tempted to just do it again right there. You've still got.
I mean, you're probably right. But I didn't think about doing it twice. I was like, I've got the 1-up that I wanted.
But the thing is, they're behind a Reflect, so this is still just a regular Cloyster using Skill Link, effectively. It's faster, but it's doing no more damage.
Yeah.
So I guess another one would have killed the Girder there.
Yeah.
But you can still kill it again now.
Still kill it. Obviously,
unless it's
which is slightly unfortunate.
Well, the Guts boosted Mach Punch.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of damage.
It's unfortunate. But obviously,
at least
just kill it.
Yeah, you've killed 2 things now with Cloyster, so that's pretty good.
And
Debbie McGee.
Yeah, this thing.
So come
damage.
in. I was like, I don't know what this is going to do, so just hit it with a nice cool spear, see what it is, and that obviously this tells me that it's full HP, full physical, defense, bold. I'm like, okay, so at least I've got that. Get toxic, and I'm like,
but that's all right because now you get another turn to get on the attack. So
could have just switched out and saved it, but I was like, well, I'll stay in, hope for some crits, see what's going on, see what's happening.
That was also a light Clay's R2.
We realised this is not a light Clay's R2, so you still got another bunch of turns of Reflect to deal with.
Yeah, then obviously this gets up the Wish smartly with me dying to Toxic, and then I'm like, okay, well, it still probably won't be full health. Comes in the Landorus. I Mega Evolve because I want, Mega Aragon in rather than... Yeah, I can't. I have to essentially Mega Evolve and hit it probably this turn. So I can actually get my first safe evolution. Hit it with a Heavy Slam just in case it stayed in. Trying to see what he's doing. Then he switches out, obviously knowing I will probably have Ice Punch for the Landorus.
Which you do.
Good. Yeah. And then
this
switching
happens.
out because I want to know what this Snorlax is going to do. And then the sub happens. And now I'm worried.
Yeah.
But you do have the unaware Mon out
Yes.
here. Well, unfortunately, you're not really doing any damage.
Yeah.
To the
So the
Snorlax.
Earthquake doesn't do anything to this sub.
But at the same time,
okay.
we know that Quagsire is packing Recover.
Yes.
So you can argue the Snorlax is doing nothing to this Quagsire as well. So it's sort of...
Yeah.
Because you're ground type, can you not be paralyzed, or can you still be paralyzed by Body Slam?
You can still be
No idea.
paralyzed.
I can still be paralyzed. It's only electric types.
Just
that
electric
come on.
types.
Okay. So come in, try to. I do have low kick for the Snorlax. That's one of the things I had. But then he brought in Ordino, and I switch in and thinking I can nasty plot up here, like
Yes.
because in the 2 practice matches that I played, I killed Snorlax with a Z Thunderbolt after a nasty plot.
Yeah.
That's Hidden Power Ice again. Wondering if he's going to switch out to Landorus like he did last time.
Yeah.
Hits me with the Toxic, which is kind of unfortunate. Here I was considering nasty plotting again, and I can't remember what I did.
Yeah, you
I
did.
do nasty plot again, yeah. And if we pause here at turn 18, or turn 19 even.
So
well,
Raichu's just died.
Yeah, Raichu has just died too.
Raichu has just died. So, as I told you, from turn 1, I know full well this is Choice Scarf with Earthquake Landorus, and I am not faster than this. And I have nasty plotted up twice, and I'm like, he's going to Earthquake me. There is no situation where he doesn't Earthquake me. There's 99.9% chance he's going to use Earthquake. And it's like, what if he doesn't? Like, what if he doesn't?
What if your switching out is so obvious?
Yeah,
on the expected
exactly.
thing. But he's
And
probably
then-
thinking, well, I mean, worst case scenario goes Gligar, and then you got to switch back again.
Yeah, exactly. So this
You
was
could have
obviously
Hidden Power iced you here.
this was very stupid. Obviously, me staying in, but and I definitely 100% should have switched, no matter what. Even if I thought he'd use a different move, this is still
Yes.
the right play to switch.
Yes, you should.
Not gonna lie, when
But
I
I
was
didn't.
watching the game, I was sitting here
Yeah.
shouting at you. He was like,
Yeah.
switch it out, he's got, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And then he died. I was like, ah, fuck.
And I knew that's what I had to do. But that little voice said, "But what if he doesn't?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
What if he doesn't?
Knowing full well this is what I had to do.
I mean-
Right, we can.
To be fair, it would have been godlike if he had gone for like a knockoff or a Hidden Power Ice
Yeah.
or something, and then this.
Yeah.
I assume this would be a dead Landorus.
Yes, this is Hidden Power Ice, which would have killed it for sure.
Yes, yeah.
And he's seen that I have Hidden Power on it as well. Look.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, the only
right.
moves he's seen is Nasty Play Hidden Power. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can-
So when I click resume, the Raichu
Yeah.
is going to disappear off the screen.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So I'm going to go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yep.
Raichu's
dead. Oh,
Quagsire
Samar
comes
has
out.
fainted. Man's best friend comes in. And it's like, I
There's
don't really know what he's going to do.
McGee.
So,
I think we have
recover.
there's quite a few turns of this sort of gameplay loop now,
Yes.
isn't there? Of just swapping around.
Yeah, because Quagsire is not toxic, so I can come in and recover and be fine. See what he's gonna do. He's wish protecting up, and I'm trying to see, trying to make the right read on when he's gonna do things. Like
Big
heavy slam turn here.
Yeah, I'm surprised he went for the wish again there.
Yeah. Wish protect, and it's like, well, heavy slam again. I knew he was going to protect, but it's like, well, I don't really want to switch out in case he tries to toxic something, and I don't. This is my best thing to deal with Ordino.
Yeah.
So.
See,
So
and
heavy
because
slam here,
Snorlax
and-
is so heavy, obviously the weight difference is
Yeah.
making Heavy Slam really
Yeah.
weak. So
And then it's like,
And so-
Iron Head.
And then it substitutes, and I'm like, I've already kind of twigged that this again is full physical defense.
Yeah,
and I'm
the
like,
fact that an
this
Earthquake doesn't even
earthquake
break the
didn't
sub.
kill, and I'm like, eeh. Obviously, I'm taking no damage from it because Filter's great.
Yeah.
And then, but he's faster than me because I have put negative speed, no speed, negative speed IVs
Yeah.
on
getting
most of my
outsped
things.
by a Snorlax.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, well, this is the Trick Room team. The things that needed to be fast were fast, and everything else was like, well, may as well put no speed in it to try to outspeed in Trick Room if he does bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Curse Up, obviously, I am unaware, so his boosts do nothing to me.
Yes, it's such an awkward little, just
Yeah.
like rock, paper, scissors, but kind of nothing's winning against anything, which is really awkward.
Yeah, the toxic here is really nice.
I figured he'd wish, so go for the toxic here.
So unless he's healed Bell or Refresh or something.
I feel like I should have switched out here into Aggron, but I
think that was the turn you needed to click Scald for the chance to burn things.
And then that's me showing that I have the low kick, because that was the best for most of his team. Though I could have Flare Blitzed or anything like that, but I wanted to get in a low kick just in case he switched out into Snorlax mainly. Yeah. Because again, Snorlax is my main issue here that I've picked out from ages ago.
And what are you running on that Infernape? Item-wise?
So, item-wise, this is a Choice Band Infernape. Okay. Choice Band Iron Fist Infernape. Yeah.
So, big punch.
Yeah, here I get Toxic, which is very unfortunate. Because it means I can't just sit and recover up and
finally
Mega
is dead.
Finally goes down. So now my main problem again is Snorlax. This is what I had from the start. And the things that I had to kill Snorlax are both dead. Like, Cloyster and Raichu are my things to kill Snorlax.
Had these two been out against each other before and clicked move against each other? I think they had, right?
They had, yeah. But the only difference last time was I was not toxic. Whereas now this puts me on a timer, and he can...
I'm just thinking because you went for the toxic there when I guess you can predict the sub. So
I wondered if he was just going to earthquake me or curse up, which is instead of sub. So that's why I tried to scout out if he's going to sub or not.
Okay.
Yeah. Because obviously getting the toxic on this would have been very beneficial.
Yes.
And I also wanted to scout if he was a immunity or not.
That is true. Yeah, I did notice the immunity.
Here you get off a knockoff, which is a big deal, because now that leftovers recovery is the only thing that was letting him keep subbing over and over. So
which is very fortunate, because initially this didn't have knockoff on it. It was only when I just redid all the sets, because this had I think it's Aqua Tail to 1v1 Landorus, or to attempt to 1v1 Landorus. Yeah. Then he's just body slamming up, and I thought this U-turn would kill that sub.
It and we were like,
right
oh no, he hasn't broken up, he's messed up.
But then he couldn't sub. I was like, okay, this works out in my favour.
Yeah, he would have still had he would have won on 2%, but he would have still had the sub.
I mean, it wouldn't have been too bad, right? Even if he clicked the attacking move, it would have done 20% to this Quagsire.
Yeah.
So he's got one more sub left, but chooses to not go for it quite smartly.
And you went first that time, so you speed tied.
I think so. Yeah. No, the Quagsire always goes first.
No, because Quagsire tried to toxic the Snorlax earlier.
Yeah,
and the Snorlax used substitute first.
Yeah. So
you were speed tied.
I didn't actually notice that. Here's unfortunately where it's got hidden power ice for the Gligar, and I remember Joe saying, but what if he runs Hidden Power Ice? I was like, he's never going to run that. It's fucking Landorus. What he did.
And
turns out fine.
And behold.
Now we have the Snorlax dead. My main issue is dead. And here's where, in hindsight, obviously, I fuck up a lot. I was so sure this was a special Hooper. It was going to be special. But I did not want it to nasty plot
lost
up
on
in
this
my
turn.
face.
Turn 51 is where you lost.
I didn't want it to nasty plot up in my face, but then when he hits me with the Drain Punch, that's when I should have switched out first time instead of taking a second one.
Yeah.
The crit Drain Punch doesn't actually matter because Landorus is faster than everything and will kill everything at the moment.
Left to fight the Lando.
Yeah, because this just outspeeds and kills everything with Earthquakes. I think when Aggron first came out and it was against Hooper, just needed to switch into Quagsire. If he nasty plots, it's okay.
I feel like staying in once was fine, but the second time I definitely should, obviously it wasn't the best play, but the second time I definitely should have switched out.
Yeah, if you know how much damage you're going to take from Lando, then for sure.
This Aggron was full specially defensive, so it could have lived a Z. I think Z Focus Blast was the only thing that killed it. A nasty plotted up one. But then obviously seeing that it's physical, I was like, well, I can just stay in, it's fine. But even though I definitely should have switched out. And then, switched around to obviously get rid of the Intimidate on Aggron and then somehow bring it back in and hope that I live.
The play was 100%. Go to Quagsire, let that die, bring in Infernape, click U-turn, and that way you've got some free damage on either the Landorus or the Hooper's dead.
Hooper's definitely dead.
Or Hooper's definitely dead from Choice Band U-turn. and then you go back into Aggron, and then at least Aggron is against the Landorus.
Yeah, definitely. And even a -1 Ice Punch does kill Landorus.
Yeah,
that's my
either
question.
kill Landorus or you damage Hooper. So,
even if you were worried, because you said you were worried about choice
Scarf.
whatever this thing is, Landorus. Yeah. So why didn't you think maybe I'll put a choice scarf on my monkey so I can ice punch it for free? Like,
because
did you have enough built into your team? Because you had Raichu there.
Yeah.
But that was
again,
choice.
Raichu was always going to die because Raichu was Z instead of choice. And Infernos, but I felt with the combination of Igar, Cloyster lived an Earthquake, and Quagsire, I felt I had enough to go around it. And even Aggron, like, I guess it's technically weak, but it's not because it's got so much fucking defense and filter that it's going to take it. Like, it'll take like 30%, and then I can kill it back. So I felt like I had enough to deal with the Landorus that I didn't need to be scarfed into anything.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the thing. If you think you have enough on the team, then you.
Like I felt like 4 out of 6 could have done enough to it.
I mean, really, it was Cloyster. Cloyster was really your only answer here to the Lando, and you threw that away early. I mean, you didn't throw it away; you used it very well. Yeah, but it was also your only real answer to it.
Yeah, so, I mean, like obviously in my mind, 1v1'd it like perfectly fine. But
I think Aggron is a fine.
And again, Aggron can do it as long as it's on like 40% health.
Yes,
or higher.
Okay, because that was running Ice Punch as well. Wasn't
yes,
it? True.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, it was heavy slam, Ice Punch, Earthquake, Protect. So
you got to get that chess mind in playing PK. You need to think ahead. It
was but obviously in the heat of the battle, I've been and then getting through the Snorlax, it's like, all right, finally through the Snorlax. It's like, okay, things much better. But then obviously at the end, it's
I could me and John. Me and John watching it, we could definitely tell that both of you were getting a bit flustered. Because we were just like, a lot of these plays, this just don't make sense, but I guess they're working out.
Yeah, that Snorlax was just horrible though. When you saw it like 10%,
that's when I was like, ooh, I'm in.
And then it's
I was already in danger.
I'm in danger.
Exactly. With it appearing like, okay, this is definitely the thing that is most detrimental to my team. Like, this is the thing that's going to do it for him. And then it was subbed up and cursed. I was like, oh no. And I checked all the things I had left were doing like 10% to it. So it's like, it's not even going to kill the sub in 2 hits. Like, what's this?
Ridiculous.
So
it was a good match.
Yeah, a very close loss for you, PK. It seems to be all of your losses.
Yes,
close. Only 1 or 2 Pokemon
the player with the most 1-0 losses in league history. So I'm always there or thereabouts. I tend to not lose big at all, but I still lose. So
I mean, the only
that's
way
what I've got to change.
If you want to keep your record, you're going to have to keep losing games.
I mean, it's not a record I've won. I like the fact that when I lose, I barely lose, but
you
I'd like
get a
to
few
win.
more wins.
I want to win. I think I have the best team, so I want to win.
Like we said in the Alisas, thank God he plays like dog shit. So.
Yes, exactly. Thank God I'm not a good battler. Otherwise, oh dear.
Right then, should we get on to our next game then?
Yes, we should.
So this is the second game from the Kanto group, featuring another member of All Out Pummeling. It's Joe, the Kruka and
Croconaws.
With his most fun team yet.
With his most fun team yet.
Yeah, it's super fun, right, guys? You want to fight my fun team, don't you?
You want to know the conversations we've been having regarding Medicham.
The joy in this man's voice. The evil supervillain level of joy.
Like all my games, I'm just like, oh, what do I do against that? Medicham probably kills them all, doesn't it? Probably. Yeah.
Then you look up and like, actually, it does.
Yeah, I'll check the calc and be like, oh, it definitely kills them all. Wow, all right.
This is going to be McGinner all over again. It's like, how can we let you have this?
It's definitely not as bad as McGinn.
Probably.
McGinn is. I think I'd much rather face a Medicham than a McGinn.
Well, at least a Medicham can be killed.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, there
McGinn is a nightmare. But yeah, you're fighting your old protege
and the current reigning champ.
The current reigning champion.
Game 1. I was like, oh, here we go.
The Worcester Watertons featuring stupid, sexy, handsome John and the Squirtle Squad.
And the Squirtle Squad, yeah.
Of Tan and Jen, yes.
Yes.
See, I was a bit like... there were a number of concerns I had coming into this. I was against the reigning champ, who now has backup. And I was like, Jesus, come on, right? Swagger has now been unbanned.
Yes.
And he has a Klefki, the best Swagger user in the game. And Mega Medicham has such high base attack that if it hits itself in confusion, it does 80% of its health after a Swagger boost.
I remember you saying the Alisars is ridiculous.
Yeah, it does 80 to 90% of its health. So after rocks, it basically is an Oko is itself. It's like,
just knocks itself out.
Yeah. So I was very worried about that occurring. But also in practice games, you had brought the Moltres along, JP.
I had!
And every single time, I one-shot the Moltres with Medicham, and then Medicham got burnt by Flame Body, and I was like...
Yeah,
I hope this doesn't happen. So as soon as the lineup came up and there was no Moltres, I was like, this game's going to be easy. No Moltres to burn. Everything's fine.
It's a bulky mon, isn't it? Like,
I'm not going to lie, you had the worst luck in those games. Like, I think I definitely won the first one, I think.
You thunder waved my Araquanid in one of the games, and I was fully paralyzed 11 out of 12 turns. I tried to click a move. I was like, what is going on? This is ridiculous.
Pretty sure your bad luck out before the game, though. That's good. Like,
pretty sure
in worst case scenario, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I get crit twice in the opening few turns of this, which were a real pain in the ass. One of them didn't matter, but one was quite a big crit that didn't matter. We'll see.
Oh, God. So, yeah, you were a bit worried about the Klefki. Anything else you were concerned about?
Moltres, but that didn't come along. The Nidoking, I was just worried as to whether it was going to be physical or special, and just guessing wrong and getting the wall taken out on the wrong side. Cobalion and Latias outsped my whole team, so that was a bit of an issue. And obviously sticky webs don't work on the Lati because it's got levitate, so we had Tailwind on the Silverly, but luckily this team's not too bad. Like, Medicham outspeeds all of it. Yeah. I mean, there's the Prankster, obviously, and we don't know if the Nidoking could be choiced, but other than that, it's pretty much okay. So.
I mean, I think that's what we said in the Alisas. Like, John's got a couple of fast mons with like the Cobalion and the Lati, but then everything else is pretty slow or has to rely on choice scuff. So yeah, it's only really the Nidoking that you're super worried about here. There's gonna be a bit of problems in practice.
Yeah, the Nidoking is tricky for sure. Because I don't know which wall to send out against.
Could be anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, should we get into it then?
Yeah, let's head on in.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Turn timer is on.
Turn timer is on. Happy to timer.
This won't come out before match, but I am not happy with the timer. I need the time.
This thing outspeeds me. I don't know if it has anything that can one-shot me. In retrospect, it probably doesn't, but I go for the fake out.
Easy enough to fake out. Yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah. I mean, you get to see if it has leftovers. You get to see if it has, something weird like protect or something. And then it's still doing it. It's still free damage.
Bring in the Incineroar.
Crit Volt switch there, doing 10%.
Yeah.
God damn. Bring in this. Soaks up the Earth Power quite nicely, and then I think this is the crit here that does a lot. So that's 73% on a crit Thunderbolt.
Crit Thunderbolt.
Liquidation back does a lot. That's, by the way, that's 0 attack investment. just click liquidation on our Equidin. It does enough. But now this is now low enough that pretty much anything can finish it off pretty easily.
The thing has Volt Switch, so switch it out.
Even the Blastoise.
To the Silverly Steel, this is.
Yeah.
In practice, I forgot it was the Mega, so I just brought regular Blastoise against it. It's still fine.
We set up the Tailwind here. This turns out to be the most ineffectual Tailwind of all time. It literally doesn't matter, because I send in the Medicham, which outspeeds the Blastoise anyway. which is why I don't fake out here.
Oh, no burn.
No.
I should have faked out there and got an extra 20% damage off.
Yeah.
Just because there was no reason not to. But in my head, I was like, I've got to use the turns of Tailwind. So I clicked my full damage move, even though it just didn't need to happen.
Have you thought about running Facade on the Medicham for if you do get burned?
Yeah, but it still cuts you. It's not like you have guts. So
true, but it still gives you an effective move, especially if you don't have any, you know.
Yeah, I guess
heal bells and stuff.
Does Facade ignore the attack lowing?
I forget. I know that it works on low punny because you have stab.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, we start to see here that really there's not a lot.
Then I'm happy to see this Milotic's coming in and just sitting there.
So it's got the Flame Orb.
That gets out.
So it's Flame Orb, full HP, full special defense. So it's just very tanky all around.
It is Marvel Scale, is it?
Or, Marvel Scale Flame Orb. So it has double defense.
When status.
Yeah, so now it can't be toxic, so that's not something I have to worry about. It's running Recover. Yeah?
I was going to say, it is nice that you have managed to toxic this.
Yes, that's very nice.
Tanky baby.
Yeah.
So then I think we just go for the Drain Punch here, because there's no reason not to. Yeah, so now he's seen that. I think we just go...
I know what this is called, baby.
So now I go for the Ice Punch, because at that point, 25% would kill.
Yeah.
And I played the guessing game, managed to guess that he will go into the Lati, which was a good read, and we get rewarded with a full Oko on the Lati, pretty much.
Nice. Oh, immune. Oh yeah, because Prankster.
Luckily I had Incineroar, which is basically the perfect mon to fight a
Klefki.
A Klefki. Yeah. So
that's true.
They're finishing off that annoying Umbreon.
Riot Control is like, right, we gotta put out this flaming cat. Send in the water toxic.
I think at this point we've seen two moves of this Mega Blastoise, so just don't know quite what it can have.
Aura Sphere and Scald, which is two moves you'd expect it to have.
Yes, yeah.
Well, maybe not the Scald, but definitely Aura Sphere.
I'm assuming at this point it's just a bulky special attacker.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing wacky, no setup.
Yeah. And it is generally the actually no, that's a lie. I was going to say it's not the special attacker, because he has a lot. It's the physical attackers that he's somewhat lacking in.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So
he's setting up with a spike. So I mean, I don't see how he gets past or how he lives a Mega Medicham at this point.
Yeah. Well, we get a bit lucky with burns here. I think we got a burn there on the second one. Although there was the second or third Scald, and then the first Scald here does the burn. Ooh. So at this point, I was just I'm pretty certain he can't kill me. Like, he has nothing to get through this Milotic at this point.
That's true. Like, Blastoise is going to struggle as well.
Yeah, even with the taunt, I can just Scald this down. Another Scald or two and it'll die. Whatever he swaps to, I'll just carry on Scalding.
Oh, hang on. Is this is the match?
And I think we get is it another burn here? Is it? No, we don't get a burn there.
No,
I thought we did.
But I just remembered what's coming up and...
Oh, there's the burn. Yeah. So everything's burnt, and we're just. Oh yes. Tan's outburst.
Oh god, it's gonna be so good when it comes out. Is it now? I think it's now.
The taunt's ended, so I get to do a full recover here. And just...
So it's like, right, we need to get this Milotic off the field.
Yeah.
Okay, right, taunt.
Oh no, I can't recover anymore. Okay, well, we'll get this thing low. Will it die to burn? Oh, 1% live.
Here we go! Zephyr! Gigavolt Havoc!
The most
literally nothing.
Havoc. I swear it's always Kabalion as well that does a Z move and just does fucking
it's normally that does the Continental Crash that does 25% or Corkscrew.
So I can't swap this out because it will die to spikes coming back in. I'm still taunted, so I can't recover. So I just do as much damage as I can with a Scald. And then this thing goes down. Abba doing an absolute valiant shift.
That is the Jagaradice. That is a.
Fancy giving the kills to the old Incineroar rather than the old Medicham.
Yeah, it's because I think stat padding.
Medicham's low enough that it would get
it's
into
31%.
Yeah, so it would go down to like potential being
Klefki
killed by
range, maybe.
But then this I knew died to a fake out and like a flare blitz, whereas I could have sent in the Medicham, faked out, and then gone out to something else.
Okay. But yeah.
But
by the way,
then
even
it's more
you've got one
spikes
extra
damage.
kill.
Exactly. Yeah, it's more spikes damage setting up, and just in case there was something wacky.
Lead for the Pokemon
but
school.
You've continued with your horrible taste and having the shiny Incineroar.
It's all right. That's actually the wrong nickname. So
you told me what it was going to be.
JP knows the next nickname that it's going to have because I did change it, but it didn't save before going into the actual game. I'm very happy with it.
Also, just a word about Facade. You mentioned it earlier because I did look up. So the burns effect of lowering the attack stat is no longer applied when using Facade. So looking on a calc, so against Megalith, so Facade would do 33 to 39% damage at healthy. Then when it's burned, it goes up to 66 to 78% damage it's doing.
Spicy.
So that might be a little addition there.
Yeah. Thank you for your addition.
To do more damage.
Yes. So strong.
So strong.
So in game 1, that's the Kruka and Croconaws 4-0 in Season 5 Champo.
Yeah.
Season 2 champ, best champ.
We didn't even
hoping to be the first repeat champ.
The crew in black didn't even hit the field. That was in the back waiting to...
In the wings.
Waiting for its moment.
But, did Silverly do anything again?
Silverly came out, tailwinded parting shot.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
That was all melodic, that match. That was all.
Yeah, this match was melodic,
Incineroar.
Incineroar, Medicham, basically. Just doing a bit
I mean, Araquanid
killed a Nidoking. Yeah, I can't put it past that. Oko to Nidoking. Good job, buddy.
I think when Nidoking went down, I was like, this is very good for you.
Yeah, I was trying to decide.
Can't understand how good this is.
On that move, whether to click liquidation, thinking that I thought he would probably switch. So I was like, I click liquidation. What does it do? It goes to like a resisted Lati or a Blastoise or something. Doesn't really do much. And I was like, well, I could click sticky webs. And I was like, it doesn't really matter. The only thing it really matters against is this Nidoking that's in right now. Mm-hmm. So. Like that again, maybe I'll just click liquidate. And then I was like, I ruled out sticky webs, but I was like, infestation or liquidation? Infestation or liquidation? And then, I ended up clicking the incorrect move because you should always click infestation. but it worked out well somehow in this case. So.
Well, I mean, if it worked, it was the best thing to do at the time.
Yes, exactly.
As old Meek Russ would say.
But
the last thing, the reason why the Gigawatt Havoc did so little damage because it was from Volt Switch.
It was from Volt Switch, but it was running a mixed Cobalion.
Yeah. Still.
Yeah, and Volt Switch only 70 base power, so it's not...
70, I thought it was 60.
No, it's 70.
It's same as U-turn, isn't it?
It's 104. No, U-turn's 80. No, U-turn is 70. U-turn is 70. You are right. Sorry, I thought it was more. So yeah, that's only 140 base power move on a mon that probably wasn't running special. Like,
I mean, it's not
investment.
Not even stab. So
yeah. Again against Melodic, which has 125 base special defense,
and special.
Yeah, Marvel Scale wouldn't matter.
Yeah, Marvel Scale's own defense, but just base special defense and HP is just like.
But then the burn wasn't affecting the Volt Switch damage or the Gigavolt Havoc damage. So some people might have thought that was why it was so low. But no,
it's just its base.
It's just its base. Yeah, so well played in that first game.
Yeah.
Commiserations to old Champo.
Was pretty happy with how it went.
Yeah.
Right then, should we get on to our third game?
Yes, and it's the first match in the Johto group.
Yes, indeed.
Exactly.
And was the first match actually played of the tournament, of the season, I believe.
Ooh, I think you're right.
I think it was the first match played.
Wasn't it Ray Mark?
I feel like Ray Mark
might have been before
this. And this was same day.
It was the same day.
Yeah, I think this was later. This was later in the day, I believe, or it was probably the next morning. It might have been the next morning, actually. Yeah, it was. This was on the Sunday morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Sam is a school man. But yeah, so this, I should say, this is the Ealing Elikids, coached by Sam, against Wev of the Middlesbrough Metapods.
The returning of Wev.
The return.
He's back.
Of everyone's favourite noob.
He's back!
Can't wait for Noob's Eye View, if he ever brings it back.
I hope that it'll be back!
Be back!
Yeah, so I mean, not gonna lie, that's quite an intimidating team for the old
it's
Metapods, isn't it?
Both of these teams are like, yeah, I like this.
It's just solid bulk and then a frilly thing on the end.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of kind of tall things. I don't know, actually. There's a few short things and then a couple of very long things. The Coco and the
kind of creepy.
What?
Because I think all of Web's team, I think there's only one mouth between them all, right? On the Sylveon.
Oh, on the Sylveon. Oh,
I mean,
does
is
Amoonguss count?
Is not a mouth?
No, isn't that a snout? Isn't that
I don't know.
isn't it meant to be a
thought it was a
pig?
mouth. Just like a little kissy mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think it's a pig nose, right? We know. It looks like a pig.
I haven't watched the anime to see where it fires its moves out of.
I would not want to see its mouth if that's its nose. Let's put it that way.
It hasn't got a mouth.
Yeah.
If you look at Amoonguss. Oh, maybe it's not.
And
maybe
a
it is
large pink mouth, I think.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
It's just going all the time. It's a really sassy mushroom.
Trouble so high.
God, yeah, you're right. No mouths.
Oh, Jesus. God. Row 3 of Google Images, and there's Amoonguss Row 34. Amoonguss Row 34. Come on. They didn't even make it look like a dick. It was a female Amoonguss.
Oh, no!
I mean, not from what I typed in, but I typed in Amoonguss mouth. So, yeah. I did just type in Amoonguss.
And that made it all Row 34.
Yes. Anyway, Pokemon matches. Well, we've got a great Pokemon on the side of the Shaman.
Oh, the
easy win, right? You got a Shaman.
We got to talk about the Starmie being used against Web. The Tacky Bling.
My word. It must have been painful to see.
I think
brought against him here.
I think Wev comments on it right at the start of the match when the game actually begins.
His lost love.
Looking at this, is there anything that I need to be particularly worried about? I guess Delphox is kind of nice for the Amoonguss and the Registeel.
What do you think?
Sylveon?
I mean, it's got to be that Volcarona.
Yeah, I feel Volcarona could kill everything on that other team.
Except the Starmie, maybe.
No, Bug-Buzz.
But I mean, it just depends. Obviously, if it's faster, fine. But yeah,
you still have neutral hitting Giga Drains or Fire Blast against it.
Stone Edge, kill it.
I mean, if it's running that stuff. Right. So, I mean, Nidoqueen is the only one with a question mark, but the other 5...
But probably won't do a lot to this Volcarona, which could have popped off.
Yeah. I think the Delphox is a really good matchup for this team as well. It's only really the Volcarona and the Tapu Fini that don't care about it. Hitmonlee not going to like it.
Amoonguss is not going to like it. Steel Boy.
Registeel. I guess Fire. Probably, right?
Yeah, Stab Fire, and it gets Mystical Fire.
I mean, if you've got a Psyshock as well, you'll be able to get through that Sylveon pretty nicely.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's one of the few mons in this gen that gets Mystical Fire, isn't it? That's just like special move.
That's his thing.
It's this and the ghost thing.
Miss
Magus, yeah.
Yeah.
And it also has Magician, the ability that's still the item that Brumbat has.
Yeah, boy.
So weird.
So good. Glad you actually managed to get that off last season.
Yes.
It worked perfectly.
I love it. Yeah. Cool. So should we get into it and see how the match played out?
Yeah, because this was a good match. Yeah,
that's better. Okay, cool. Right, let's go. In 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Right. Creatures you called Digimon, right?
Yes. No, there it is. Not enjoying seeing Starmie on at your end of the field. It hurts, man. He had to bring it.
Flamethrower doing a lot there. This might even be
surprised he stayed in there because he protected to Scout got hit with a psychic, and it's like
choice
it
bets.
would have been a fire move.
I think this thing's choice. Oh no,
it's already used 2 different moves. Like turn 1 it used. Yeah.
Can't believe that did that much damage on the flamethrower.
The finisher. I like that.
And I know people have been commenting about nicknames this season, but I've always seen many nicknames this game that are way better than the one that was said to be the best. So it's not getting my vote.
Oh yeah, I remember your GIF reply.
Yeah.
I mean even herbal essences. Wow.
Yeah.
Big super there. Look at this shaman going toe to toe.
Shaman has done its thing. Well done, shaman.
I mean, it is a water type, I guess. Versus grass.
Blue shitting.
Shut your traitorous mouth.
Jesus. Come on, Web. What's this on the Sylvia?
Can we just appreciate how much going to town this shaman?
I mean, it has.
Like,
okay. Shaman has put in work. It's a good one.
Great man. Nidoqueen. Gonna see a big stab poison move here, probably.
Yeah, sludge.
Protect to scout it.
Probably.
No, clever.
Nice play.
Clever guy.
Expecting he was going to switch out anyway because he was afraid.
Why is this Nidoqueen called China?
Again, expecting. Again, must have been expecting a swap out to the Registeel. That's why clicking the fire punch.
That is why it's called China. You're right. He was expecting the swap into the Registeel.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to give a bit of actual coverage rather than.
Now it does the poison jab. So
there's the poison jab.
Expecting earlier. There it is.
Well played. In on the rocks. Sadly,
great disguising of sludge there.
That's it. Yeah, Webb admitting that was a mistake there, saying the rocks do more damage than he thought. So. Yeah, although probably should have brought this thing in to rapid spin if it has.
We've got a curse with an unburden. Sheer force life orb.
Hitmonlee does not have good
poison
jab.
Ignomaglio. Fire punch. Ooh!
Big
These
Gary,
Nidos. If that was a Nido King, that'd be a dead Among Us.
Well, tier difference, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
But then getting the spore off, so Nidoqueen is taken a little rest and relaxation.
Brings the
come on, that name! Get out of there with that name, where Jesus!
But it's a Z bug.
Yeah, neutral versus the part psychic Delphox.
But now without the boost, this thing's just going to go down.
Psychic is going to get the kill, luckily.
Yeah.
With the high special attack on that star.
The name there is after. Well, for me, it reminds me of you get the spinals with the gemstones in Resi 4.
Oh, okay.
Use the spell for money, so I do. Yeah.
Let's see what comes out of the name reader. Bugsy Malone versus a Registeel. The Registeel's got to put a lot of work right now, but
good luck, Registeel.
I think it just goes down to this, right?
Yeah, it just goes 100%.
I think the Nidoqueen would have been.
Then pow, big boy.
Yeah.
Rip.
Doesn't even use skill link. Close combat, it's fine.
Yeah, so some good plays coming out here and there from the Metapods, but
I
feel like earlier in the game,
Nidoking was just such a big issue for him.
Nidoqueen,
yes.
Yeah. I feel like We've had a good start, and then towards the end, his decision making maybe kind of wavered a little bit. Got to.
I feel like he was trying very hard
rusty on it.
I don't even think it was that too much. I think it was the mistake on coming in on the rocks to kill the Tapu. But then it was just the Nidoqueen was just, I assume, just did way more damage than he expected on that Hitmonlee.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like
letting Feeny die. Then it's
I felt like he was trying very hard to make reads on what Sam was trying to go for when really he needed to focus on his game plan. The Volcarona was doing good, but then I don't know. Maybe was there a way he could have got rid of the rocks with something?
I'm not sure what he had. I guess Feeny probably. Like if Feeny,
I can't remember what was alive at the time.
At that point, it had to come in on the rocks and die.
Died, but
it was the Hitmonlee that should have come in and rapid spin on the turn it cursed.
Yeah,
that's what.
It's the only removal he's got. It's literally just Hitmonlee, isn't it? It's got to come to damn near every game.
The Preppermatic told us so.
The Preppermatic's told us. It's fine. Dom has
corrected
it. Yes.
Yeah.
No, there's a strong first game for the Yellow Kids there.
Yeah.
With a nice 4-0 win to match yours, Joe.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
So kick it off in Joe's
Good start from the Ella Kids. Wade's a strong player.
Yeah,
man.
And yeah,
I love
there are
the
promising
Ella
signs from Webb as well. Like, I'm glad, he came back and didn't just get smashed. Like, there was,
it says here
some good ideas there.
In the post-game chat, Webb saying should have clicked Moonblast again on the Tapu, and the Seed Flare crippled him. So I think, because I think he swapped. Yeah, because he swapped to Surf, expecting the Shaman would swap out.
And then got Seed Flare and took
so again, like you were saying,
loads of damage.
Trying to predict, playing one step ahead.
Yeah.
Giving Sam too much credit for being a good player.
True.
I feel that pain as well. Sometimes I tried way too hard to make reads, and it's just just fucking kill it.
If
just
Sam was a better player,
going to do,
then Wev would have won.
Yeah, so that's what we're saying.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you could think about all the things that I do with predicting. It's I'd say it's probably one of my few skills in Pokemon.
Yeah, try to make too many. So.
Yeah, it's just about trying to weigh up what your opponent wants to do to win or to stop them from losing, and what you need to do to win, and what they think you'll do because they think that you're going to try to win. So it's just to play around that as best you can with either doing neutral moves or going for the big reads at the right time.
Yeah. Try not to be too clever, people.
Try not to be too clever. Just know
if you want to go
dumb,
we'll go dumb with you.
If you want to go dumb, we'll go dumb with you.
Exactly.
like our boy Meek Russ.
Exactly. Speaking of going dumb, JP, do we get in your match?
Hey, you say go dumb. This game was fire. This honestly, was an intelligently played game of Pokemon with all the hacks in my direction.
And
a frost.
And a frost. This is the Torrington Torracats, coached by myself and Becky, versus the Frankfurt Frogadiers, coached by Seb. And going into this game, I was
wanted to use Regigigas, and you were damn near going to use it no matter what anyone else said.
It wasn't on the squad originally. Originally, I was trying very hard not to use both Regigigas and Golurk in the same game, standing next to each other.
Big
use
boys.
The boys,
They needed to widen out your team. You've got a very, very skinny, very weedy looking team there. You needed to have the big boys in
the
middle.
zookeepers. That's what they are.
They are the zookeepers.
That's what he said. Yeah, the big, slow, clumsy zookeepers trying to sweep up all the leaves.
It looks so good, doesn't it?
It's a living.
But no, just in calcs and stuff, Regigigas was first of all the only thing that could come out and take hits, and it was also therefore the best thing that could come out.
So
it's almost like you haven't got much defense.
Yeah,
it's Regigigas and Suicune, and that's why they're all here.
Golurk's got physical defense, right?
No,
140.
80. No, it's 80.
It's okay.
It's
I think you're right.
It's a little bit bulky.
120 attack. That's a feature.
I knew
it's nowhere near a wall. It's got a little bit of bulk.
It might live a hit.
It's got a lot less than a Roserade.
But anyway, I was already dreading this game going into it because he has the best rock type in that Tyranitar. He's got the best ground type in that Excadrill. He's also one of the best steel types as well. So I was like, this is just gonna be a load of shit. And he'd thrown down the gauntlet beforehand, saying that you want to take all that pummeling scalps and from last season. I was like, I don't care.
It's a new season. You don't care about it anymore.
Game one, I just want to forget Pokemon. Yeah. To be fair, we did have a fun game.
No room for fun, JP. This is a serious competition.
I didn't want to have to win. I just want to have fun. But
I guess or you have fun. That's the only options.
Yeah. No, this is actually a really, really good game of Pokemon. A really fun game. There's some wacky shit in it, and just a lot of clever maneuvering around each other. I had to do so many predictions because I got set back really early on. And it was actually going really well until there was just a point where it just... Well, should we get into it to see?
You have to tell us when that point comes up.
Yeah. All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so leading off with the Azelf, and we were like, oh, if he goes to Tyranitar, then this is get pretty wacky, and he did, so we have to click U-turn here. It's a little risky if you use Scarf. We were super worried about Scarf Tyranitar, but we go for the U-turn because we are Focus Sash, so even if he's...
Doing no damage to that Tyranitar.
Yeah, if even if he was Choice Scarf, at least we had the Focus Sash to get out there on the U-turn. But yeah, Sandstorm could have been an issue for our Focus Sash stuff because just
true. How many are you running?
So it was only one. We were almost running it on the Golurk as well, but I think we opted for the Colbur Berry instead for Crunch on Tyranitar, because then we can live a hit and then KO it with a Dynamic Punch. Yeah, and again
against the Sand team, it's always the residual damage you got to worry about, which, as you said, negates the Focus Sash.
Yep, so we're sped to outspeed the Mega Venusaur, so we can sub up in front of it.
I remember being in this situation last season with the Mega Venusaur versus a Suicune, and Mega Venusaur I feel like definitely wins out in this if you run it correctly.
Yeah, so here I didn't realize, I hadn't done any prep about a Jinx, and I didn't remember it got dry skin. So I did that Protect, scouting to see what it would do, and then it subbed, and I was like, hang on a minute, I don't think I can hit this. But in other games where I've been in this situation, I just PP stalled them with pressure. And then it started nasty pulling. I was like, this is bad, this is real bad. This is real bad. I gotta go to Regigigas. I'm thinking like, okay, he has to hit a Focus Blast, and then he doesn't. But I was hoping I could live a missed Focus Blast and then at least break the sub. Anyway, so right here
we got Focus Sash here, so
Energy Ball to break the sub. I know I can break it every time, so he's gonna have to hit a move on me, and I'll be able to live, and I'll be able to kill him back. Out comes the Ice Beam, knocks me down to my Sash, and it freezes me.
Yeah, that was...
It freezes me.
That was bad.
I said in the chat GG because that
you
sealed the game for me.
Yeah, because you could have broken the sub there or killed him instead. This thing goes down,
and now I've got another thing that I have to deal with this, so I go straight into...
Yeah, Lucario must have priority.
At least.
I do thaw out, but...
You get another one.
If you didn't thaw out to break the sub, then it was definitely over.
It was definitely done, that sort of got me back in it a little bit. Lucario picks up the first kill.
And then we see your special and life orb here, like...
Yes, well, actually, I'm mixed on Lucario. We'll see a little bit later.
Nice.
Yeah, so Golurk. So that was actually choice Scarpa Simeon, so it couldn't do anything to Golurk.
There.
So I was free to get a Dynamic Punch off.
It's a very good choice Scarf user, but you kind of have to do it.
And there goes my multi-scale.
Nice.
Again, unfortunately, he doesn't confuse. He doesn't hit himself in confusion.
And I knew this whole game that you were Fly'em Hurricane Dragonite, and I was like, when's he gonna click it? When's he gonna click it? Is he gonna get caught out?
I was trying to be so patient with that. But it turns out that Seb kind of worked out across the game that I had to be that, so he just never fell for it.
And it got to a point where you just had to click it.
Yeah, I just had to click it no matter what.
Tailwind here. Ooh,
Tailwind. I think Seb thought that this worked out for him well. I can't quite remember how. It was so that Venusaur can outspeed the Suicune on the subsequent turn, so it can, I think, break the sub here. And then I would either have to sub again and go down to 2 HP, or so on this next turn he's gonna outspeed me.
So was there a reason you went for this over Rest Sleep Talk set?
Just in practice, it seemed to be the best. Like it was, Calm Mind just seemed to be hard to deal with. It was only Giga Drain.
Rest Sleep Talk, Calm Mind, and then attack.
Yes.
That's saying like
more traditional. That's run on.
So, like in my mind, Venusaur wins against you doing that. Like, so I'm not sure what your plan was.
The Protect was needed for stalling out the Sandstorm, because Sandstorm being up for Excadrill was a problem for me.
Yeah.
So even with the Trouble Berry, still dies there. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Dragon Dance Superpower. Yeah.
Yes. So so we had the Hurricane and we were Superpower, so we were mixed on Dragonite as well, and Stone Edge.
Nice. That is what your team does. Like, mixed attack.
I was very confused. I thought that it was supposed to die there, but in the calcs, I'd forgotten that I'd used Superpower, so I'd lost my Dragon Dance boost.
Yeah.
That threw me for a loop. But Seb actually mentioned in the chat, and that made me talk about it. I was like, oh, cheers, Seb. Helping me out there. It's nice. He went for the Roost there, so even if I went for Stone Edge again, I wasn't going to kill, so it's a good job I did switch. Otherwise, just would have been taking more Leech Seed damage.
You are now paralysed and like 40% on the Dragonite.
Is that
it's got to be time, right? It's got to be time to click it.
I have to click it, I think, this turn, and I do.
So this thing not going to do a huge deal.
I'll take 40%.
Big special defense on me. But then leftovers and seeds back up to 55.
So he's going to switch out. I'm definitely switching out. Luckily, a nice switch for me, predicting he might go into the Passimian, gets the U-turn off, so he can go to Venusaur. Golok doesn't really have much for Venusaur except for this Earthquake, which is doing
does all right damage.
Dynamic Punch it.
Still less than a synthesis.
I had a Dynamic Punch right here. And hope for the confusion.
Hope for confusion. Things are getting a bit desperate.
Pricey, I think at this point you need to do the plays.
Sorry, can I just pause here?
Yeah.
Right.
10:35.
I've just taken Leech Seed on this. So I went for the Meteor Mash there, thinking that there's no way he's staying in with Venusaur, because he must know I have a Psychic move on this. And Psychic at that point, it's a roll on whether it kills or not in my favour.
Yeah.
Unless this is like, I think, full special defense. Mega Venusaur, like it just dies to this Lucario Psychic with Life Orb. So I was very surprised when he actually stayed in. So I went for the Meteor Mash there and then lost a chance to kill this thing. And if I had killed this then and there, this could have been pretty much over for Seb. But yeah, unfortunately, he stayed in. I went for the Meteor Mash. It didn't quite come off. But yeah, shall we resume again? So I've just taken the Leech Seed, so I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1. Okay, turn 36 started. Dragonite comes out, which I'm just
sacking off.
Just sack it off at this point.
Yeah,
gotta get what you can.
Were you running Extreme Speed this time?
I was not. No,
okay.
no.
I thought you might get a little bit of chipped off there.
No, we were Superpower, a Hurricane, Dragon Dance, and one of the moves.
You say the Psychic kills this, but it only did 44% there.
But it did have 2 turns of Giga Drain on it. So I can't remember what it was before, but it has Giga Drained up a little bit.
You're right.
And it's now
seeded.
Would
have at least been able to two-shot, I think.
Well, this thing goes down to Life Orb now anyway, so it's only you only have one more attack on that Lucario.
Yeah.
I tell you, I actually, sorry, on my calc, it would die, so I guess it was just bulkier.
Yeah. It'll be specially invested most of the time, special in HP, because that's mainly what it needs.
But you can't count him out. He's still got a Suicune.
You still have the Carmine Suicune.
No, unfortunately. So if I double protected here, there's a chance I live the next Earthquake from it.
Okay.
I didn't know what item it had at this point, I think. So yeah, it turns out it didn't have Life Orb.
So what do we think? Oh, Sash. There we go.
It was Sash. Yeah, we see it there. I was popping off hard at this point. I was managed to get Golok to almost knock out the Excadrill, and then unfortunately,
but then again, knowing itself a confusion and get the rolls in your favour.
Confusion has been nerfed, so it's only a 33% chance.
Yeah,
still not getting the rolls. Unfortunately,
Life Orb.
Yeah, the Life Orb was so sad because I thought Lucario could have cleaned up here, but unfortunately, the Life Orb damage was enough.
I did get the read off on the Togekiss coming in, so I managed to pick up another kill.
Yeah,
it was nice. Made it more respectable.
So pretty chuffed about that.
Some good plays.
That was the game. Yeah, it was super fun game to play. I guess getting frozen earlier on, sort of maybe had to play for it a bit harder.
I was just like, Whenever you see a freeze, you're just like, oh no.
Yeah, you know,
I feel they should just sort of
unfortunate
from the game. Like, no one wants
super feel bad.
Although, again, going back to Gen 8, like, there's a new freeze move coming that may be even worse.
And it's a fire type move.
No, it's the
freeze burr.
No, it's Articuno's move. I believe it's a psychic type move that has a chance to freeze.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay. Yeah. Well, but yeah, so after that game, I actually invited Seb into Discord. We had a little post-game chat. There's a couple of other sneaky appearances as well. But yeah, so I'll play that for you guys now. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. You?
Well, very well now. Yeah.
Very well. No, that was a really good game. I had a lot of fun with that, actually.
Yeah, me too. And actually, John was just saying I definitely should have brought Brazilian in. I was like, yeah, 100%. I oversaw it and just.
Oh, the end. Yeah,
get the 3-0 because I think it was going to die. That was really. Yeah, I was like, come on. I was like. First of all, I was like, "Oh, just swap to the Togekiss, great." And then I used to click the meteor match. I was like, "Oh my god, that was great!" Yeah, well, then Persimmon I think must have been just better.
Yeah. No, like, Persimmon, at least on my calcs, it was the only way I didn't get a kill if you went to that. So I was like, well, I've got to go for a kill, so I'll click the move that potentially gets it, hoping that either you stayed in with Excadrill and got confused and hit yourself, or you would go into Togekiss and I would.
No, I couldn't do my boy like that. No.
I got to say I popped off hard when did live the earthquake at the end, and then we got to take me down to the sash. I saw the focus sash. I was like, no, how could you do
I worked so hard for this.
Well, if you've got a really crap speed tier like me, then that's what you got to do.
Yeah, man. I'm assuming that was Scarf Persimmon.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
And actually, I called your bluff on the Suicune. I was like, if he just brings the classic Suicune set with just water moves, you can't hit me. Am I right in saying you only had a water move?
Yes, it was. It was Scald, Substitute, Calm Mind, and Protect.
Yeah, Rest as well. That was important because it got down to like 40 and it's like, oh shit, that thing's not coming back. So yeah, that's.
Yeah, not gonna lie, wasn't expecting Jinx at all. Didn't even think it got Dry Skin. So I was like, he's sent this in, and he's nasty plotting. This thing gets some water immunity, doesn't it? I hovered over there, like, there it is, Dry Skin, there it is. Meanwhile, I wasted a turn. What was it? Substituting or calm minding, whatever it's doing. Because I was expecting Choice Scarf, Lovely Kiss. I was thinking like, well.
I told you, Seb. I told you. JP, last night you said you were playing some ladder games last night. You came across a water Pokemon, didn't you?
Maybe.
I think you just mentioned it on chat, and I was just like laughing to myself.
Oh dear.
Water Absorb, did you say?
Yeah, some kind of on. If you found a match on ladder yesterday, I think
where I was using
Suicune versus a water absorber or something.
Yeah. And I was like,
he didn't apply it to your team necessarily, so
no, but
I was there listening to him going, "Oh, this is a problem."
But
that was actually one of the full reasons for me bringing the Jinx, well, even drafting the Jinx in the first place, because when you're looking at a sand team, one of the classic things is, everything is weak to water. So I was like, I need either a water absorber or something with Dry Skin. So that's where Jinx came in. So happy days. And then, when I saw you had Suicune in the lineup, I was like, well, if he stays in, I'm just going to keep going to +6 nasty plot. So.
Yeah, well, I mean that is the thing to do. In my test where I was against the Water Absorbmon, they didn't have nasty plot, so I just sat there stalling them out with pressure.
Oh, that's what you did. Yeah.
And then they eventually rage quit. So I was thinking like, maybe you could do the same here, but you had my number with the nasty plot. And the freeze. And the focus blast hit. Oh my god.
The Sash surviving was amazing. Hard run.
Yeah. I'm surprised you brought the Sash with Sandstorm, actually, because I thought about that, and I thought Azelf could have the focus Sash, that'd be kind of annoying, which is why I just went for the Crunch turn 1.
Yeah.
And I was really surprised to see the Sash, because I was like, I'm going to write that off, and that was a little bit hasty of me.
Yeah, the plan was with the Sash, like, if you go Tyranitar first and you set up the Sand Den, we're just you turning out anyway. But if you went anything else, then I can either do a big hit.
JP, what if it's wearing a Rocky helmet?
If it's wearing a Rocky helmet, then I guess, he's not running Choice Scarf, and I'm very happy. Because I was so worried about Choice Scarf for Tyranitar, because it just outspeeds all of my fast stuff, like, well, not quite Jolteon, but Houndoom and Lucario. Like, it outspeeds that. Oh, and Azelf, sorry. Yeah, it, like, outspeeds all of them with Choice Scarf, so I was like, well, fuck. What do I do?
When I was prepping and I wrote off your Focus Sash idea, I was like, maybe he brings Fightinium Z on his elf, right?
Right.
To try and take out the Tyranitar. Because then I was saying to Johnny yesterday as well, I was like thinking about the whole pursuit trapping, and I was like, oh yeah, I could pursue the ace elf if he tries to run away. But then I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, no, he just stays in. Like, he just clicks Focus Blast or all out Pummeling, which led me on to the idea of bringing the Choco Berry, because it's the only way I survive it. So I was hoping to just get you turn 1, but when you U-turned, I was like, dang, I didn't account for this.
I mean, there was a lot of fighting coverage on all of my monsters. We had the Dynamic Punch on the Golok, the Drain Punch on Regigigas, and Lucario with both Aura Sphere and Vacuum Wave.
Regigigas went down satisfyingly.
Yeah, we were full special. Actually, no, we weren't full special, sorry, because we had the Meteor Mash just for Togekiss.
Yes, okay. Right, yeah.
BRB.
Oh,
hello. A wild Jenny Pit.
But yeah, no, that was really fun. I was kind of worried about the Dragonite as well, actually.
Oh man, the really well played with the switches and stuff, playing around Dragonite. I thought we were being patient enough that you wouldn't see the Z Hurricane coming.
No, the whole time I was like, it has to. If you have a Mega Venusaur on your team, you have to bring Flying EMC, surely, or Psychinium on the Azelf, right? But once I saw it as Focus Sash, I was like, no, I know where it has to be.
Good stuff. So, I like it.
That's the only way, it's the exact same thing when I was against Mega Venusaur. I was like, okay, I guess I bring Psychinium Z on my Mew. It's the only way you're really going to take it down, because it's just so fat, it's so dumb.
Oh man.
Yeah, I figured that you still had it waiting in the wing.
We did, yeah. I guess I should have considered that. You might have thought that, but I was just like, I have Azelf, Lucario, and Dragonite for killing things, but mostly for killing that Venusaur. And Azelf has died. Lucario is running out of HP fast, and now Dragonite's paralyzed. So I need to hit it now, otherwise we just lose. But yeah, then you switch those. Good plays.
Are you going to reveal your Regigigas set, or is that hot tech?
No, you can learn the Regigigas set. It wasn't anything too fancy. Unfortunately, when I was prepping for you, I was like, your team just absolutely wrecks mine, because I'm weak to ground and rock, right? You have the best rock type in in Tyranitar, and one of the best ground type in Excadrill. So I was like, shit, this just ruins me. And then Togekiss was way bulkier than I thought it was going to be. And then Mega Venusaur, just, because it's a Mega Venusaur. So yeah, I was extremely worried going into the match that I just had nothing for you. And then, Regigigas ended up being on the team because, hang on a minute, he can't kill me in one hit with anything.
And then Jinx appears and you're like, God damn it.
And then lo and behold, Jinx with 2 nasty plots. I'm like, maybe I live this, or maybe he misses the Focus Blast, and then we get a cheeky Drain Punch off to break the Sash. But no, we were Drain Punch, Return, Knock Off, and Thunder Wave with leftovers.
Okay.
So pretty standard Smogon set. After I realised that it doesn't get Protect or Rest. though it does get, if people are going to use Surf or anything like that, it does get Wide Guard. So it acts as Protect for that.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. There is a way. Don't worry. You just have to look further beyond the top moves on the list.
So I need to look back. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I was being stupid with the Lucario, because I don't think you'd done any damage. And when I count the Vacuum Wave, I was like, it's a roll if he kills me with a vacuum wave or it. So I didn't think my Jinx would die at that point.
Oh, really?
I actually went for all-out pummeling. I wanted to send a message.
Oh, did you? No. Kids these days, so they're all out pummelings.
Like I said, it's all about the message to be sent.
Yeah. I mean, I had it in my thing that it was going to do about 30 to 35%.
Okay, yeah. Because I think at that point I hadn't realised it had a life orb, which is why when it did, I was like, okay, yeah, it was definitely dead. But before the life orb, I was like, yeah, I can take one.
Yeah, I really wish instead of Aura Sphere, I had Drain Punch on it. So if there was like a turn like against the Tyranitar, when I had to Vacuum Wave, I could have just done Drain Punch and then potentially could have won with Lucario being healthy.
Yeah. I mean, actually, there's definitely an argument for that, right? When you've got a Life Orb, because you've got something like Mega Venusaur, Tyranitar, and Togekiss on the team.
Yes.
You're going to have to do a lot of hits. You're probably just going to be very low on health. So.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I was just thinking that the Aura Sphere's just better against the stuff that needs to be hit by fighting things. I guess I should have stuck to the game plan of get things low, use Vacuum Wave at the end, and then Drain Punch is just a nice quality of life thing. Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun in that game, despite the result. I think we played it about as well as we could have done. So yeah, I'm not even mad.
No, it's a really good game. Still mad about the nicknames though, but I'll
if you guys want all out, or if you guys want the Alisars, you're gonna have to wait for nicknames.
Finding you up.
That is gonna be my job after this. So we recorded the second one. It just needs editing. Well, I guess hopefully it'll be out by the time this appears and all that pummeling.
How did Becky find it all as well?
Oh, yeah, she was mostly on calc duty, so if there was anything that I was sort of spending slightly too long on, then she would just be like, this does this much damage.
Oh, so you can blame her for the Stone Edge thing.
Exactly. The Stone Edge thing was totally my fault because I completely forgot about the superpower dropping my thing. You hit me with the bro move there, Seb, saying about the superpower. I was like, oh, my calc's wrong. That's where it is. Then I went back and changed it.
Wap, wap, wap. Yeah, no, because I did the same thing initially. I was like, oh, nothing can really switch into this, or I can't really stay in. I know it has the Stone Edge, and then I just looked at it. I was like, oh, it's just +1. Okay. Oh, this is fine. I'll stay in.
What were you? Were you full HP, full defense?
Special defense, actually. So the Togekiss was there for the Houndoom, which didn't show.
Yes, it nearly did. It very nearly did, but it required.
That was a special defense. That was a special defense Togekiss.
Yep, fully special.
Lived those as physical attacks.
Yeah, no, I mean this Dragonite should have been doing 68 to 80%, like.
Yeah.
Without a boost.
Even with a Z move. What?
Well, with the Stone Edge.
I think you put it in the wrong. I think you put your stats in the wrong column, Seb.
No, I sent you the team, right?
Oh. John, you didn't send me any proofreading stats.
Can you confirm for me now? Because I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing 60 to 80% on Stone Edge to full HP, full special defense Togekiss.
Well, yeah, I don't understand how it would do less, like unless it's a bulky, like a physically bulky Togekiss. It's like shrugging off the stab.
Anyway.
Pardon?
Togekiss has 95 defense and 85 HP anyway. It's
but
pretty fast.
A stab Z move, and you took what, 30 to 40%? That's, how big is this HP stat?
85.
That's just kind of average. Yeah, I was totally surprised by that as well.
Yeah, like it was really there for Azelf and Houndoom, and yeah, that was kind of its job in all of this, but it just had to double up a little bit because the other stuff didn't turn up. I think it's pretty smart you didn't bring the Jolteon. I did. One of the notes that I'd made is You know, I really want to be able to Thunder Wave all the fast stuff, but if Jolteon's around, it's going to be really annoying. So that's why I ended up with Tailwind on Togekiss as well.
That makes sense. Do you know what? I don't think that would have helped you, because if Jolteon was coming, it was going to be Quick Feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it would then outspeed Sandrush, Excadrill, Choice Scarf Tyranitar, Choice Scarf or Tailwinded Togekiss, Choice Scarf Jinx. It just outspeeds all of them. The problem is it just doesn't do enough damage to things. Like Togekiss, I do less than 50% with Thunderbolt if I'm not Life Orb.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's just not quite good enough. Like I was relying on Hidden Power Waters on Excadrill, so... Yeah.
Well, yeah, and actually, you know, when I looked at Jolteon in the team preview, I just looked at Venusaur and went, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, exactly. Like you could just go into Venusaur every time, and I can do nothing about it. Why no Caracosta?
Why no Caracosta?
Shell Smash Caracosta ruins me.
Not particularly. Like I think you talked about in the analysis anyway. Is Shell Smash? It doesn't outspeed.
And then you're still slow.
Yeah, like again. It's just slow because I think it has like a base 30 speed or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
You've got priority
got action,
in third hand.
But with Sandstorm up, none of my stuff kills it. So like you can take like 2 hits and then just sweep me.
Well, yeah, and I think what it came down to is I just looked at Jinx and went, well, he's got a Suicune, it's got to come.
Yeah, no, the Jinx definitely carried the team, I think.
yeah, I could have run away with the game, but I think there was one point where I went for an additional substitute where...
okay.
I think... I thought you were going to go for the U-turn on the Azelf, so I clicked substitute again, and then that brought me low enough to just die to the vacuum wave. But actually, I would have got another Mon.
Yeah. What speed was the Jinx? I'm assuming you speed crept.
Yeah, it's 308.
308, okay, yeah, so what about sped Lucario?
Yeah, it was designed to speed Lucario. That's why I had the all-out pummeling.
Nice.
yeah, so it doubled up, but it was just the Suicune wall. I was like, if he just brings the standard set, then I'm going to be very happy with Jinx.
Yes, yeah. No, man, it was good. Well, yeah, good stuff. Congrats on the win. I think that your team is still thoroughly middling, but certainly wrecks mine. So you can.
Good. I'm going to prove all you wrong. Like I said, I'm going to collect all your names. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we're 1-1 now, so I'm fine with that.
Cool. Well, thanks for the game again. And,
no, it was good stuff. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing how you get on in the next few matches.
You too. Good luck.
And yeah, that was the interview. Yeah, Sneaky, handsome John, and even a Squirtle Squad Jen. Been in there briefly. So that was our interview. So you might see a couple of them crop up across the season, maybe.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty original idea. I don't think anybody's really brought people onto the show and interviewed them before.
No. So. We were doing interviews before our illegal Then we stopped doing it because it was too much work.
But they have branding and advertising.
Yeah, we don't have branding. Is it time for us to go on the Roson phone? They did ask.
I know, we were thinking like, we're going to use like the Pokegear phone app or something.
Phone, yeah. From Gen 2.
Phone in via your watch. Like, yeah.
No, we thought better of it. Yeah. Okay, so that was all the games for this episode. We're not doing Name Reader this time because I've still got Alistar doing it.
Yeah, it's a shortened episode.
Yes. But speaking of, do send in your name raters. The sooner we get them, the sooner we can whack them on the show. The sooner it means we won't have to hound you later on about them.
Yes, exactly. Well, there will be a small amount of hounding to everyone, and then I will stop hounding. Full stop. And if you get them on the show, you do. If you don't get them on the show, then hey, you miss out on the cool plan.
You get on the wall of shame.
Yeah, we've got a cool plan for the name raters at the end of it, so it should be good. So yeah,
I don't know anything about this plan. So I don't know anything about it. Yeah.
Don't ask Crispy about it. Spoil it. Right. So that is actually going to be everything for this episode of All Out Pummeling. we're not even going to predict next round. We're just going to say, it's going to be some good games, and hopefully we win some games.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, 33% this round. So,
hey, 33% that's like,
same chance of hitting yourself in confusion. So
you kind of expect to get a burn with a 30% move, so you kind of expect to get a win next time.
At least one of us should get a win every week.
Yeah, and last season it was me.
Yes,
this
I will get a win every week.
Oh, shit.
With my now B rank team. Actually, Joe, you got a B rank.
I got B rank team.
You got a B rank.
Garbage.
PK did not get a B rank.
So
I did not get a B rank.
I can't. Did the league rate you a B rank? I can't remember. Possibly.
The league didn't rate me very highly.
The league didn't rate you very highly.
See, the league gave me an S rank, but we gave my team a B rank. But John's team, we gave an S rank, and the league gave it a A. What to say?
A bay rank.
A bay
rank.
Beyblade.
Beyblade.
A bay kiss.
A big segue to the end of the show.
Yes. So on the PK, send us out. That's how we do it.
So, as we say at the end of every episode of All Out Pummeling, if he was a better player, he would have lost. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you very much. See you next time. And
Peace.
Goodbye. Fuck it.